And Boom's got to be really cautious. You know, if they do allow 33 to actually hit that Ags timing, it doesn't feel like a great game for Jackie. Because we've seen him take this Ursa before in range matchups. We've seen him take it against a Shadow Demon already. It's a tough one to really break out of. Unless you go for something like triple 4-staffs just to help your Ursa. If 33 is online, then your big win condition doesn't do damage here, Mike.
I'm very excited. Here we go, John. Game number 1 here between these two juggernauts, Tundra versus Boom Esports. It's, again, these scary drafts from Tundra. You just don't know what to expect. It's the genius of AUI 2000, along with having such a versatile player base, really, in this team. So hard to know how they draft and see what Boom can get done about it. Again, Tundra, they're not the ones with the backs against the wall right now. Boom is. They're the ones that kind of have to be a little bit more paranoid about how this game goes and how the series goes overall. I can't wait to see how this one breaks out. Do we have a level 1 team fight in the way? You never know. Tundra, they might be feeling spicy.
Yeah, they're in a good position. Both teams dropping really good forward wards on both ends of the jungle.
Skidder, he's going to show up top side, but FBZ's not the man you really want to see here. Snaking doesn't really end up going for the Nightmare anyway. Probably just completely pointless. They will be able to get a 2-for-2 on the bounties anyways. We will see Saksa going for a bit of a chase there onto Jackie. And Jackie going to be just fine, but again, I really do wonder how this bottom lane goes. Like, it's something you and I don't get to see very often in the SEA region. Shadow Demon and Snapfire together in an off lane.
There's a lot of synergy. You could use that disruption to set up for the cookie stunt, to set up for the scatter blast. It's a lot of damage early on. You can still play around with the shadow poison as well if you want to. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Issue is maybe finding CS in here is kind of clunky, but he does have pretty good animation and decent base damage. So you can play around with that. I do like the response from Ludo. Yeah, you pick Shadow Demon into a Pugna. Nether Ward takes away a lot of your bite, especially if you do focus on that for leveling. So it does feel like Scam on the support 5 goes for a 1-1-3 build. Even by level 2 or by level 3 or level 4 with level 2 ward, it does feel pretty stable to play it for Jackie.
Certainly does. See how this one goes. We'll have a look back in just a moment here, Jonathan, as we are going to have to look over to the mid lane, of course. You have the Kunkka by Japoi against 9 on that Pango. And 9, he is a great Pango player in the mid lane. Loves running this hero and tends to carry quite a few games as he does get the courier of Yopaj already. Yopaj not going to be too happy about that. 9, already off to a great start.
And he's having a great time in terms of finding his CS. You do have to watch for the aggression out from Yopaj. Just playing with Tidebringer is a lot easier. Yopaj even gets the value point in X over, say, the Torrent, knowing that you've always got that swash potential. And as long as you've got the X, you can always force the issue. So we'll see how far 9 decides to pull it. Very even so far. I think that's to be expected with this melee versus melee matchup. Both sides do have a way of playing around. Bottle might be more important for 9, though. So rune control for the Pangolier is a lot higher priority.
Oh, FBZ very, very low at the top lane. Is going to be able to hide in the tree line and does survive for now. Not what you want to see as a Boom fan, though, like Skidder and Snaking doing a great job of forcing back the Timber. Mind you, FBZ, still only level 2. Does have to be very wary of the amount of damage they can pump out. But John, how should this top lane be going?
I think it's going as expected. Like, right? Like, we talked about this potential there, right? Running the CK up against Timbersaw. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, Timbersaw needs a lot of time to build up the charges on reactive, early points of damage in the whirling. That's not insane. And once CK hits like level 3, level 4 with a value point in Chaos Strike or going to level 2 Chaos Strike, he can trade blows. So it's not a simple process for the Timbersaw to overtake. Snaking's doing a great job of just cutting off as well. Has a Nightmare to threaten, has a Brain Sap to trade blows as well. And it's down to the Mirana pick. Like, Mirana, Timbersaw just isn't a lane that does anything. Like you mentioned, Tim's is the Filipino sniper.
Yeah.
But you need a lot of levels on the Tim to really start to dish the damage out. You want that value point in chain. You want much more in reactive armor. It feels like level 4 is when you can start looking for those kills. And by level 4, again, the CK is pretty solidly tanky there.
TB. The mid lane, 9. Oh, here comes the X Yopaj. Gonna be able to time it perfectly into the turret, 9. You say he needed level 4, John. He's still the sniper. And with the Kunkka setup, they've perfected this over many years.
Oh yeah, they just play onto mid instead. That's exactly what Tims needs to do. Focus in on the mid. You don't really do much in a Timbersaw lane. Let FBZ soak, let him get his EXP, hit level 4, hit level 5, and just keep carrying on. Be a disruptive force. That is the benefit of that Timbersaw. You can leave it solo for the most part, although FBZ's dropping fairly low here.
He's going to be all right. Snaking, already using the brain sap. Meanwhile, bottom lane, though, looks like Skem's going to be in trouble with Saksa. We'll try to chase him down, but doesn't seem to have any abilities left to throw out. By the way, John, I did say many years for Boom Esports. I meant many months. Naturally, they haven't been around for that many years. I'm sure some of the people in the Twitch chat would have corrected me on that one. Excuse me.
Well, you know, Tims has refined his Mirana for many years, so you're right there.
True. Thank you, John. It feels very good for you to support me for once.
What do you mean by support you in my games? You're the one who gets mad at me in our support games, Mike.
Well, yeah, that's because you're not doing the right job, Jonathan. I tell you to pull the damn large cap, please pull the damn large cap.
No, you're not telling me to pull the large cap. You're telling me, how do I see us on gyrocopter? I can't do this.
All right, we're back to mid lane. Yopaj, he's having a very good time now, John. Of course, he did manage to get that first blood onto the Pango. 9, now having to deal with that level 3 Tidebringer is not going to be very fun whatsoever. It does seem like the Pango may be kind of relegated now to just trying to hit up the jungle, but it is still Pango. It's not exactly a jungle hero.
It can jungle. It's very mana intensive. You can already see 9 kind of forced back, refill his bottle, come back in. Lots of free space for Yopaj is scary. They do manage to catch out FBZ.
Yeah, Skidder does find the kill. Tim's going to try and find a trade with the leap charges. Skidder still surviving somehow. All leap charges are out. Tims does manage to secure the kill, but Snaking, he'll be happy with that. It's a 2-for-1 trade to go the way of Tundra.
It feels costly though. Like, yes, you find FBZ, you trade away Skidder. It's a pretty big hero to give out, and I think Tims is just more than happy to find some way to equalize that. You are still being really disruptive on FBZ. Snaking cannot leave the lane, so you're never under threat of the Bane going mid, trying to go for a safe play on 9. You've always got that opportunity to play here.
Arrow to come in, 9. This time around, we'll have the Rolling Thunder. He'll go with that instead. Back Yopaj, gonna get trapped up in the mid lane, not getting knocked to the low ground, but now he finally does. It's just too late. Yopaj, he'll get the boat out, but it's not gonna do too much for him. Meanwhile, Skem, what a cookie out Saksa. Lands it onto Skem. Skem still finds the kill, but they do secure the Pugner in the end. Another 2-for-1 here from Tundra. Another successful rotation. They'll be feeling good about that one.
Yeah, that's a much bigger movement out. You kill off Yopaj, you kill the one guy who's going to be setting that temple, who's going to be looking to be that active playmaker along with Tims, and you punish him for going for the X-play once more. You've got the roll. It is an ult, but it's not the longest cooldown. You don't really mind using it that way. And FBZ, again, every time he's left alone, starts to drop low. The CK's hitting hard. Level 3 Chaos Strike, Mike. He doesn't care too much about getting hurt by the Timbersaw.
No, certainly not, John. Definitely great times here for Tundra. As they go again, rift out FBZ. I mean, he's a specialist on this Timber, John, but it's a very tough lane for him, it seems. Snaking and Skidder, they're just doing a fantastic job of just constantly threatening his life. Even Skem just forced to rotate to try and help out, but it's not going to be that easy. You've got 3 up here from Boom. Snaking, still going for the small camp pull. Might still be able to get it, and does. So they are really just continuing to hold this lane, but now with the siege creep up for Boom, they might be able to start a bit of a tower push. They might try it. The least Skidder gonna be in a bit of danger. Meanwhile, Yopaj actually dies to 9 mid lane as Skidder is gonna go for a run. Tims, he'll show up. Snaking, he'll go for the Nightmare. It's Tims, he's looking for an arrow opportunity, but Snaking, he'll block the way. They will not be able to land the arrow on Skidder.
It's a lot of resources out from Boom to get that done, and because they're so tied up top, they couldn't help Yopaj getting dived down bot. Really good movement out from Saksa. Does eat the arrow, but not quite enough damage just from Tims to find that full kill. Does have stick charges as well to bail out.
Oh, here comes Skidder though. He sees Skem. Loves himself a Pugner for dinner. Skem will be able to back off to the high ground. Tims, he'll keep trying to move in, but they won't be able to get a kill going as the arrow doesn't connect. Skidder doing a great job of just kind of juking that one out. Meanwhile, bottom side 33 dropping very low here to Jackie is going to end up going down. That's off the back of the rotation there from Yopaj.
They're starting to buy some space out for Jackie. Mike, he's going for Battle Fury again.
Oh boy.
We've seen this before from Boom, haven't we? In the CDPC, he has tried this build. He did go for, you know, a slower build-up. It does make sense against the CK, but you have to worry about that kiting. You have to worry about that matchup.
Oh, Tim's gonna try and juke them out. 9, he has no way to get to the low ground. It almost feels like an SCA matchup, doesn't it, John? In fact, Sux is here now, 9! He's still able to get the kill.
Yeah, has the patience. Tim's ran out of leap charges, kind of stuck in that area. Does get taken out.
Oh,
really good move again.
9, he's just so effective on this Pango. Look at this, Jonathan. Constantly locking him down. Sux is going to show up. Do they have the damage output? Oh, 9!
Yeah, he's just been a beast on that Pango. Every single time he's got the roll, he's just on the map, ready to make a play. Your supports can't really help you when you're being dived like that. You don't have level 6 up yet on Schem. That's the big breaking point for the Pugna. He needs that life drain. If you can stall out the fight a little bit longer, the boat comes through, maybe Yopaj finds himself in a better spot. Maybe you can start saving your bigger cores. Tundra's not giving them that opening. 4-8, 1k lead for Tundra, 9 at the top. Jackie not too far behind though. And again, Battle Fury build for Ursa does mean they could go in for the long game. Just
that's a great arrow, Tims! Oh, Timmy! Oh, there's a sniper in the building, Jonathan. He doesn't miss this bloke. He just doesn't miss.
He has such great game sense to always land it, seeing that camp, finding the angle. And that does help out. We were talking about Skitter getting all what?
Tims, stop it! You're showing off now, Tims. That's enough.
Back to back for Tims. No follow through, but you know, they're putting the fear of God on the side of Tundra, at least the fear of Marana on their side. And they will be able to get a little bit of a shove up top now. FBZ is at the level 7 mark, level 3 reactive armor. They are starting to clump down bot here though, Mike. Jackie, not the safest position.
He's got the enrage up. He doesn't want to die right now. Snaking trying to move in for the Fiend's Grip. Nice cookie setup. Saksa into the Fiend's Grip and the Rolling Thunder. No playing around. Get rid of him. 9 on a mega kill streak already. Unbelievable performance on this Pangolier. 5-1-1. Considering he gave the first blood away, it really is incredible how fast he's caught up.
He's just so active on the map. He's just so willing to go forward. He knows he's really strong right now. He knows there's no counter to the Pangolier. You don't have a way of stopping that roll. You don't have the grip on your side. You don't have something like Grimstroke. They'll try here though on Boom's end.
Get the X off. Nightmare will be there. Won't be timed well. Arrow naturally going to land. Boat will fly in and that should be Sux's life gone. They'll hand it over to Yopaj, who has fallen slightly behind here on this Kunkka. I say that he is still second in net worth, but he certainly needs a little bit more.
Yeah, it does feel like Yopaj is going to need that BKB, and I think we have to expect him to go for like that old school damage. He's got to go for the Silver Edge. He's got to be able to try and burst down these heroes, help the Ursa out, because they're not getting that damage output from the Ursa anytime soon. Again, Battle Fury build here, Mike, kind of reminiscent of when they played Jug. Right? Jackie still went for Battle Fury, still farmed up, and did eclipse the side of T1 in that series. Whether or not Tundra is going to rest and let them do that, it doesn't seem likely as they're going for a smoke play.
Every time they've got that Rolling Thunder up, John, they're just going. I love the aggression here from Tundra. It's 9. Looking for a target. Down at bot lane, you've got Tims, but he's not so easy. Instead, they might try to go after Yopaj, and that's a much better target of snaking. Could land a Nightmare, but Yopaj, he'll go for a run with the pig stick. He'll be alright. They won't be able to capitalize off this smoke this time, and boom. While they do hold that very slight net worth lead, they are still the ones with the backs against the wall right now in this game 1. They can't really afford to fight right now.
They've just got to relax, buy space out for their Ursa. And
oh, look at this. 9, he's stalking Yopaj. He will not leave this man alone. Mortimer's Kiss is out. They'll try to life drain. Yopaj, he's still alive, but 9, he'll chase down the Pugna now. Just won't find him. In fact, can they turn? Boom. They're thinking about it. They won't have the lockdown. So Tundra this time won't find the kill they wanted. But my god, again, they are instilling that fear of God into them.
They certainly are. You are seeing that effect now, though. Level 6 up on Schem, boat buff plus life drain. It's going to be hard to kill these heroes off.
Yopaj gets caught out again, 9. He'll take him down. They can't protect him. Arrow is there from Tims, but it's not going to be enough, 9. He'll keep the chase going. Just won't dive T2 towers yet, though. But they get the Kunkka down once again.
Yeah, they certainly are slowing down Yopaj's game. They are allowing a lot of farm onto Jack. I think that trade-off works for Boom, because again, you've got Battle Fury Ursa. You're fine with trading your heroes like this.
FBZ gonna be able to back off. I mean, just this Pango, John, just with the Diffusal Blade, is just so much damage. Your saving grace right now, though, for Boom is the fact that Jackie is farming so darn well on this Ursa. Battle Fury up. I think Tundra now, they might be on a bit of a timer.
I'd say so. I think the CK does feel like it scales into the Ursa really well. And again, you've always got that Shadow Demon answer, so I'm not sure how heavy of a timer they have on them. It does feel like they have to watch for that Ursa though. Snaking.
They get a chains off. Oh, may not need it. CHAKRAM does land, but it's not going to be enough. Snaking, able to get himself out of that one. Let's play there from the Bane as Skidder did even rotate just in case he needed it. Meanwhile, top side, Nine and Suxa gonna be together once again, trying to chase down Jackie, but Tims is gonna be there to protect on the Mirana. They're just not gonna allow them to get too close to that Ursa. And again, we said this last series, but if you allow Jackie to just keep that farm going, chances are he is gonna be able to outfarm everyone on the map.
Yeah, and he's going for a really aggressive follow-through after that battle fury. Blink BKB just wants to be on top, wants to have that window where you don't have the Ags up on 33, and he can just do what he wants in the middle of these fights. The Shadow Demon has been relegated bottom net worth now, which isn't too bad, but he is eating space away from the CK, especially in that jungle. So they are investing into that Ags timing here for 33. It's still a ways off, and that is going to provide a bit of a window for Jackie with a blink. And whether or not that's a big enough window is a different question. Again, sure, you're putting all your eggs onto Jackie, but the matchup for Ursa against CK isn't clear-cut. And then you have the answer with Shadow Demon. It just doesn't feel easy for the Ursa to escape that kiting that will come out from Tundra regardless.
All snaking. Gonna get X back. They did not land the torrent though, so snaking again gonna be able to walk away. Very, very good play there from the Bane, just making it as hard as humanly possible and just kind of wasting the time of Boom here. Meanwhile, top side, Jackie gonna be chased down. Suxa, Nine, they'll be there. There's your Mortimer's Kisses, Nine. He doesn't have a blink up yet, but he's got the defusal to perch him up. Jackie gonna get stunned up immediately. Nine, he's got the damn Tumbler's toy, just knocking forward. Jackie cannot get away. Nine, he just has all the angles. Tims, he will be able to leap away, but now Skem's been caught out. Boom, they might keep this fight going. They'll try, but they'll lose the Pugner immediately. It's just FBZ trying for this fight, and it's not gonna work out. In fact, now with the banish, they might be in trouble. FBZ, he'll have to chain out of there. Can he get out though? Another chain's away. That'll be enough. Tundra, they'll take two and they'll probably be happy with it, John. They got the Ursa.
Yeah, they got the massive kill they needed, putting a dent in Jackie's build-up. Nine again, just being so active on Pangolier, setting up these kills for his team. Boom, it feels like it's as you said, you know, they're on the back foot, their backs are against the wall, they're not the ones taking these fights. They'll try again.
They will try again. Nine this time does not have the Rolling Thunder, though. He may have made a bit of a mistake here, but he will be able to back off with the Haze Rune. Instead, they want to try after Suxa. He's still alive, though. Chains forward, FBZ. He's going to try, but there's your Fiend's Grip out, Snake King. Does catch him out. FBZ going way too far, and now Nine, he'll turn back in. He wants a team fight. Rolling Thunder's back up. Skem, he'll get knocked back. Yopaj, he is just having so much trouble with this Pango. He can't get away, John. They're gonna lock him down again. Nine, please stop it. That's enough. You're torturing the poor boy.
Oh yeah, it's been slow going for Yopaj, Mike. Not able to find the angles. Nine has just been dominating. Like his mid matchup, a bit back and forth, you know, Yopaj was finding those kills with Tims, but past that point, he's just been so active. It's not like he even has a blink. He's just running up, rolling up, and he finds the angles. His team's ready to back him up. We're seeing Boom again play a bit slower here, Mike. They're playing a more defensive game, as we saw them do in Game 2 up against T1, and it always feels like when Boom plays a slower game, it just feels like they're scared, right? Like, and we've talked with Boom multiple times in interviews. They always say this: we were scared for some reason, we don't know why, we come back and fix it. It feels like we're seeing that fear once more, and I think that's something Tundra can capitalize on. They're looking great, they're confident, they're coming in, they're the initiators, they're the ones setting up these fights, and Boom just has no answers.
They certainly don't, John. At least for now. The only answer is Jackie. Just keep hitting creeps. Snaking. He'll go for a nightmare. They'll find Tims. There's your cookie setup. Oh boy, they've got so much damage. They have got way too much damage. Tundra, they'll take another. And I'll tell you what, John, Boom, they're on a timer now. They've got an Ursa. They want that first Roshan. But with the way this game's going, I don't think Tundra are gonna allow them to get close to that Roshan pit.
No, not at all. They've held a good spot here. They've got good wards to watch that Roach. And it just feels really tough for Boom to try to come in. They've always got heroes on hand here from Tundra to make sure the Roche doesn't happen. Yeah, they understand what to do up against the Ursa. They've managed to buy a lot of space out for Skitter. He's got that armlet, Echo Saber up now on the CK. So while they're forcing these fights, the CK is still climbing up and up. And again, core matchup for CK up against Ursa. It's not the cleanest thing for an Ursa. Like, yes, you can cleave through, you can use Fury swipes with a Battle Fury and try to melt the Phantasm Illusions. But the CK can still melt you, especially if you don't manage to get Enrage off. So it's a lot of back and forth and ifs there.
Oh, 9. He thought about it. He didn't have the dust available. Oh, never mind. They've got the sentry down. They've got the Fiend Rip. They've got the Nightmare, but the arrow, it's going to save for now. Jackie, though, he's perma-stunned up. He can't get out, surely. He's going to try, win the Enrage. He is safe for now, as now, boom. They might try to reinitiate, but who can they go on? They don't have the lockdown without Yopaj. He's not forward enough yet. It's just FBZ chasing them down, trying his best to catch somebody as they'll get 33 on the Shadow Demon. They'll take him out. Roshan's open. Boom. They might have to rush for it.
It's a risky proposition there, Mike. No roll. They do still have to deal with the kisses. There's a CK that could just pop out. They haven't seen him for a while. So they have to play it safe. They are getting the top up, though. You are seeing the value in that Pugna again, although down mid.
Oh, this is a big one. 9 ends up going down. That was a godlike spree going the way of Yopaj. Over 1k gold to the Kunkka. You've got to be wary. Tim's gonna get stunned up, Skitter. He'll get rid of the Mirana. Nice pickoffs here, though, for Boom. Finally, some signs of life from the Radiant side. And suddenly, Tundra, they've got to be sweating a little bit, John. You've got to be careful.
And got to be a little bit cautious. Tundra is still in a really decent position, although Jackie is building up. But you're still really strong with your CK. You're about to hit that BKB on 9. He's still saving up for it. The Ags is the one that's a bit slower on 33. I think the Shadow Demon's just not been off to that start you wanted to. It's still looking like... it's still above support farm, but it doesn't feel that much above. You need that Ags up on that Shadow Demon. You've got to have those charges on Demonic Purge. You want to be able to constantly kite out the Ursa, even if you have to commit multiple charges. As long as you find Jackie at the end, it's always worthwhile.
Well, he's getting closer and closer, John. I mean, that Aghanim Scepter, that's going to be the big key, I think. And we talked about this during the draft, but once you do have that up, suddenly 33 can just constantly kite around this Ursa. And speaking of the Devil, Jackie, to try and bait mid, or the rest of his team, they'll hang around with the smoke, make their way through to the dire triangle, but nobody's going to be around there from Tundra. Yopaj looking for the X back into the arrow. Again, not going to find the target he's looking for. So instead, they'll just farm up the triangle. They'll take their time. Tundra, very good map movement, just reading exactly what's happening. Do back off, and I could see them even going for a counter smoke very soon.
Yeah, they've got that opportunity. Rolls back up. I'm sure 9 would love to get that on cooldown. They will go for the smoke play. Not spotted out by any wards. Scam could break.
Not the target they want, though, John. They want a core at least. Tundra, they'll hold the high ground. Oh, Jackie. Is he going to know? He will back off the right way. Instead, they're going to find Tims with the Mirana. He'll tank the gank. Tundra not quite getting what they wanted. But they are holding the triangle now as the buyback is there. Mirana going to come back into this as Snaking does get just blown up completely. Rolling Thunder is committed, but 9, he just wants to get out. They want to waste the buyback of Tims. So now, boom, if they can't find another pickoff, they are forced to Roche.
Yeah, they need to find something. Yopaj still in good position. Fresh BKB here.
They're going to try. It's still risky. You've got no Rolling Thunder. You've got Mortimer's Kisses, though. It's a lot of damage, but boom, they're going to try. Again, they bought back. They have to Roshan. There's no choice.
Really good position for them. Kisses do come through, though.
That they do. Can they get in for the Roshan pit? Not quite, Jackie. He'll take the Aegis away. Boom. They'll walk out. Yopaj, not so much yet. Still trying, but they do purge him up. He's still trying, though, with the BKB and the boat out. It might just be enough. Though 9, he'll go for a bit of a chase here. Does end up finding FBZ. Onto the Kunkka they go. Skitter, he'll cop the arrow, but they got the stun out in time. That'll be Yopaj gone. There's Tundra still in a smother the side of Boom. There's Jackie. He'll be forced to pop the Enrage to run his way out. The Tundra, they at least do get a bit of punishment away on 2 cores on the side of Boom Esports.
I'd say those are way bigger kills than the Aegis value right now. Jackie, he is #1 in that fort, but you kind of want to have Yopaj very close by. He is going for more of a utility Kunkka going for
arrow.
Oh.
Yeah, it does land. Snaking's right behind to try and help out, though. They aren't going to be able to follow up.
Yeah, you need those 2 cores. And right now, they're just pretty choked out in that word. FBZ's having a better time than Yopaj. And the investment's going all in on Jackie, but you do want to see that utility come out here for Yopaj, you know, and to an extent the supports as well. We were talking about the potential for multiple 4-stabs. That has to become a reality. You have to help out Jackie, you have to help out Yopaj from all the kiting that can happen through them.
Boy. They've got a Fiend's Grip available here, Jonathan. Is there help coming in time? Jackie, he's still okay. In fact, they're going to back off. They don't want to deal with FBZ. I suppose you do have the Aegis still up. In fact, there's your Fiend's Grip now onto the Timbersaw. They'll just hold him down long enough, take him out. Can they keep going? They'll see Japoi. They've got the Ags up on 33 now, so he's got 3 charges into the stun. The Kunkka, so much damage being taken. He popped the BKB, but he's going to go down anyway. In fact, Skidder, he'll find the Aegis as well. They might be able to lock him down. Have they got the Purge? Yeah, they do. 33. Just going to make it a living hell for the side of Boom in this bot team fight. As Tundra, they'll pull off an almost team wipe. The only survivor being Tims. But you see the effect of the Aghanim Scepter on that Demonic Purge shot. 3 charges, 3 different heroes. It's just too painful.
It really is too painful for Boom. They straggle in one by one to that fight as well. I mean, you can see it, just perfect setup onto FBZ. He has a BKB he can't even use, gets blown up. Yopaj tries to come in and help the cause, just gets controlled as well. Those charges are way too much, and they set up on it. They've got the damage coming through from Skidder, instantly blown up. Jackie, he pops his BKB before ages. Like,
yeah.
He had no play on the second life, and that's what I'm saying. That secondary life on the Ursa, that Aegis take was not worth the 2 lives of their cores.
It wasn't.
Just because your Ursa doesn't do enough. And you're already up against that Ags on 33 anyway, so it's already a tough game for Jackie to just beat that win condition. Now it does feel like Boom, you kind of have to shift gears. You have to equalize farm across all of your cores so that if they do get caught out, someone can still do something.
Well, they might have the Bane. Nightmare's there, but eventually Snaking will drop. They'll find another. So 11 to 24, 7k advantage the way of Tundra. It's their game to lose right now. They've held a lead for such a long time. And Jackie, he's falling behind now on that Ursa. And again, it's just so tough to imagine not just being kited around every fight now. 33, just so good with positioning himself ready at all times to have that Purge available. And John, he's got the Cleanse too.
Yeah, that Ag Shard coming through, the defensive capabilities of that, saving out the CK, saving out the Pangolier to get the roll-off. You don't have great answers in Boom. Yopaj? No. Roll not going to be committed from 9. Was thinking about it. I guess right now for Boom, what they can do is try to solidify their position around Roche, keep trying to get farm up, shove out the lanes with FBZ, and just try to gun for Roshan every time. They will go for a smoke play, but so is Tundra.
Oh, we've got a smoke-on-smoke situation here right through the mid lane. Tundra, where are we headed? Into the Radiant Triangle they go. Boom, they'll go the exact opposite way. Down towards the bot lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Surely they show themselves soon on this outpost, and Tundra, we'll see if they want to run back the other way. It doesn't seem like they do. Seems like they might just accept being up at the top side.
Radiant's
Moonlight Shadow will be popped anyway by Tims.
Radiant's top tower.
Perhaps they'll be the one to rotate over. But they'll be trying to fight into the high ground of that Radiant Triangle, and for Boom, that's not going to be a great idea. They'll try to wrap around through the mid lane, maybe meet there. Yopaj, he'll show himself. Stun is out. Oh, that's a great pushback. He's got the X back as well, but Disruption is going to hold him in place. Do they have the disable with the Fiend Grip? Snaking, who'll hold him down. Rolling Thunder's out. Here we go. 9 right to the backside. Yopaj is already gone. Scam in big trouble. He should be dead. Where's 9 going? He'll try to find another.
Bottom tower.
He's not going to be able to. And somehow Scam, he's still running and has made it out.
Are scanning.
So the only player they find is Yopaj. It's still a mid-Kunkka though. It's a big pick-off here for Tundra.
Yeah, it really is. Like, they are keeping that progression down for the Kunkka. Hasn't made any inways into that Ags. Feels like they need that Torrent Storm. They need more teamfight presence out. They have nothing comparable to that Rolling Thunder, nothing as disruptive as that. The Torrent Storm will fix those slight issues. Still miles way off here for Yopaj. They are getting the space out for Jackie. He's just playing bot. Going for the Scotty next. I just don't know what you do on the Ursa anymore. Like, even if you have that Scotty, what do you do about the Demonic Purge? It's always going to be a massive issue.
Oh, here we go. Scam this time around surely doesn't get out, and he won't. FBZ, he might try to fight, but he's just being surrounded. Yopaj gonna try and help, but no, the boat, it does finally come out. They'll nightmare him up though. Here comes Jackie. He'll join the team fight this time around, snaking. He'll drop to the arrow. Maybe this time they've gone too far. Can they keep the punishment? 9 just jumps in, but just wants to protect this Chaos Knight. In fact, never mind. They're reinitiating. Skidder onto FBZ they go. The Timber is already gone as Yopaj forced to pop the BKB, trying to get his way out, but there's your Purge from 33, just locking him down. Another Purge out from 33. He's not having it. Yopaj, you are mine. As they do go for the Rift. They've got the control, Yopaj. He's down with that buyback. Onto the Ursa, Jackie. Gonna get dived into the T3 tower. Tundra making it so hard for Boom Esports this game 1. Into the tier 2 they go.
Yeah, just massive fights. And again, it's that decision making at the end there, going in and out, choosing when to re-engage, knowing the BKB's fate. They've got that really good angle to come in, and they just do the work. You know, you've got the ads up in Shadow Demon.
Skidder, he's just so aggressive on the CK. Jump right in, snaking with no hesitation. Does pop the Fiend Grip, and look at that Nightmare. They got Tims. They don't have the disable though, Tims. He'll try to defend. Back in onto Skidder he goes, but it's not going to be enough damage. No, with just the Mirana. So Tundra into the mid-racks. A confident game 1 so far. They'll walk with their heads held high, back towards their own base, but they will be 1 racks up now against Boom.
Yeah, it's a massive lead now for Tundra, building up to 10k, 13 to 30 on the scoreboard. The CK is becoming massive. 9's just been amazing on the Pangolier. And 33's been doing his job, just going for those demonic purges on the cores as they come in, doesn't mind wasting a few charges on the same hero, as long as any of these big cores don't manage to walk up. They have a tough time. It's 3 melee heroes against Shadow Demon, Mike. Like, there is no way you're not getting kiting around here. And I just don't see any solution for Boom. Like, the Ags might come true for Yopaj, still 3 parts away. That could come out, and Torrent Storm could break up the fights more, but it just doesn't feel like there's a quick fix for the woes that they're facing right now up against Tundra.
It's that last big Shadow Demon, John. I mean, we kind of talked about it. These coaches, they've been going at each other's throats here in this game 1 draft, and you know, you and I, a little bit confused at the start of the draft seeing that SD, but my God, is it effective? Once you get that Ags up, it just feels impossible to fight against. Still, Boom, they're not out of it yet. Only 1 racks down, but 10k net worth behind. It's a very rough position. 13 to 30. Jackie, he's been farming great, but he just can't get the damage in. They've got so much control. And speaking of Jackie, he's too far forward. That is not the position Jackie. He's already been perched up. Saksa, get the fake grenade out. Skidder with the lockdown. Jackie, you're too far forward. In for more they go. Tims, using all his leaf charges. They'll find Skem, but 9, he will not give up. Do they have detection? Not quite. Not yet. In fact, never mind. They don't need it. They don't need it. They'll just wait for the expiry.
Yeah, it's a roughie for Boom. I mean, they're just trying to find form where they can. A bit greedy from Jackie, but he does love to play a little bit greedier, tries to push the limit as to where he can go in a pause 1. And Tundra get a good read. We talked about this before the game even kicked off. There was a lot of opportunities for both sides to study each other. Looks like Tundra has picked up the right books, Mike. They've managed to read Boom really well. Boom just not able to play the way they'd want to with this draft. Now they're gonna lose that Roshan as well. They've got the Ursa here on Boom's side. Every single Rosh that doesn't go your way feels pretty bad for the side of Boom.
That it does. That Roshan, the second one of the game with the Aegis and the shards up, will go the way of Skidder, of course. We'll take both items. Oh, you've got the axe up at the Snapfire now as well.
Oh,
you've got the spit up, or rather spit out. There's your tip out from Skidder. He's happy about that one. Bit more mobility for the CK. Thank you very much, Grandma. See what happens. How do you defend this high ground now, though, Jonathan? I mean, Boom Esports are in a tough position.
Their high ground defense doesn't feel amazing. Like, you've got a Timbersaw who can maybe wreak havoc with a boat on top of you. You don't have that Torrent Storm up yet for Yopaj. He is about 130 gold away, 120 gold, so it is coming out, and he does finally pick up the axe. So maybe that's the turning point. Maybe Torrent Storm is the fix to all of your woes. It doesn't feel like it, but it could give that opening for Jackie to start laying the damage on. Tundra, they are smoking out. looking for that kill outside, don't quite have anyone under their sights. Boom playing a lot safer now. So perhaps, yeah, now the Ags is up on Yopaj. High ground defense feels a little bit more feasible. They'll smoke up now and Boom. Lines are drawn, but Tundra's not there.
They certainly are not. They're across the map in the Radiant side jungle. On the right side, they might try to go through the bottom lane. Nullify now up on Skidder to boot, so things get even harder, even against the Pugna. You're not so worried about the Decrepify anymore. Skidder gonna run right into that Radiant high ground. There is the Moonlight Shadow pop by Tims immediately. This is not the fight, or is it? Boom. They might still try. The X is out. 9 immediately in, just kind of chipping away at Skidder. Still just juking out everything and Boom. Do they want the fight? They seem very, very unconfident here. They will leave it be. Tundra, it's back down to the bot lane for them.
Yeah, they've just got that rinse and repeat. Really good use of the Demonic Cleanse to prevent any relocate plays onto that CK, and I don't even know what you can do on Boom. Like, Demonic Cleanse and the Demonic Purge. Shadow Demon in this game just feels perfect. It's such a great last pick out from Tundra, and nothing Boom has in their kit fixes any of those issues. They have no way of locking in someone with Demonic Cleanse on top. They have no way of getting Jackie forward once the Demonic Purge is up. And their teamfight just hinges on CK.
Oh, the arrow actually misses. Torrent's gonna land. Rolling Thunder is in the back from 9 if he needs it. Who's the Purge out on? Oh, it's actually the Cleanse. Naturally, they use the same sound effect, John.
Of course. Both of them are demonic, Mike, so got a sound menacing on both sides.
Oh, I forgot how much heal this thing does. 700 healing from that Demonic Cleanse. Skidder just gets a free reset.
On 3 charges, Mike. Seems fair.
Seems very fair to me, John. FBZ, be forced to pop his BKB here against Skidder. He's happy to back off right after, though. No pressure. There's Tundra. Are they going to move back in? 9, rather 33 does get a disruption off. FBZ still fine, but there's Skidder moving in with the spit out. Scam has been caught out immediately on the Pugna. He's gone to first. FBZ now trying to run. The Timber in big trouble. Should drop with the Mortimer's Kisses. They've got so much damage. It's no problem, and in fact, Fiend's Grip is out. They've got Jackie locked down. They'll take him down as well. No buyback available on the Ursa as Yopaj. He's going to try with the Torrent Storm, but it's not enough. 9 still just stalking the Kunkka, haunting him as Skidder. He just won't die. FBZ is trying to get rid of this KL Snipe, but it's not going to be enough. It's just not enough. In fact, FBZ chains up to the high ground. Skidder, he'll bring him right back down. There's your Aegis gone, but they just want the kill. Onto the Timbersaw. Disruption out. 33 with the control. 3 heroes down without buyback. That has to be it.
Feels like it, Mike. Boom. They just don't have hold. That's the Ags reveal from Yopaj. It did disrupt the fight a little bit more, just not enough follow-through. Tundra will play it safe. You know, going for the racks first, not looking for the jugular, respecting that Boom might have something up their sleeve, but respawns are still half a minute away. There's a lot of time for Tundra to just play on that high ground, and there's not a lot of opportunities for Boom to defend. Like, Pugna Miranda doesn't do anything.
Oh, there goes Skem. That'll be a dieback on the Pugna. They aren't calling it yet, but you've only got Tims available. Jackie is up in 15 seconds. Maybe that's the idea. Try one last time with the Ursa. They'll glyph up. Tundra, they don't have to fight the damage. They didn't go into the tier 4 tower straight away. Yopaj, he'll be up in 5 as well. Buyback is now available on the Ursa, so you are going to have a double life here for this defense attempt, but it's just looking so difficult. How do you even initiate? Well, the Ancient is exposed now. They've got to go soon. Arrow, it's not going to land. Skidder, he's still going onto the Ancient. Are they going or not? Boom, they're very careful about this. The boat is going to fly out. Tundra, no, GG's called. They've had enough. They can't find an angle.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like that last pick, Shadow Demon again. It was perfect to counteract Ursa. It was perfect to kite around.
Hard
Kunkka.
game.
9.
Galing.